Hello everybody and welcome back to High Button Sports here as we get set for some more action here as we're heading over a rink as it's the Flyers taking on the Cole Harbour side in the U18AA here over on Scotia 2. Just about ready to go. They do the pre-handshake, the pre-game handshake, a rare sight in minor hockey, but that's what we got here for today. So we're off to the races here. 2 12s and a 15. Troy Langstoff on the camera, Jeff Warburton on the commentary. We're off to the races. Shot up the left side. Over, dished off. Down into the zone here. Back in through center. Trying to shoot on. Puck steered aside. Now back through center. Try our best to kind of clear the crowd out here. Scotia 2. Not our greatest in terms of setup, but we're making it work here for this Cole Harbour Salisbury game. The Flyers coming in with the old school Flyers jerseys. And that one's worked in through the zone. Back in through center and offside call there. Right there on the blue line, and we're just about a minute into this one and not too much of a back and forth here yet. Scotia 2, you can see the banners hanging in the background. A historic rink here and the nice sign there in the middle. The Joe, Atlantic Canada's largest mark brace tournament, and you can say that one again. In down the right side, played through center. Quick stop up, that one bounces off a shin pad and deep in. Back out the right side, that one's gonna fall into the zone and it'll be an icing the other way. And this is actually our last game of the day here on High Button, day 1. We appreciate you tuning in. Last game of the day, like I mentioned, we've been going all day long. We're set to go here on our YouTube channel. This is the main High Button channel here, taking care of this game. And we're also going on High Button Joe YouTube channel if you want to check out any of the other action. Played in behind in that left corner. I'll try to get you the best commentary on that blind corner a little bit over there. It's worked out in behind. Salisbury trying to pull it back up. Flyers chipped back in behind. Cut off along the wall there. Tried to dish in front. That hitting the back of the net. Now we're to center. That one intercepted. Back to Gallant. Bouncing off Gallant's stick. And now to the right side. Remember, we are about 15 minutes ahead of schedule here. So thought we had the 7:45 start, but we're going to be out of here a little earlier, it seems. And laid into the ice there, trying to steer it front, off the stick, pulled back in front. Ring gets it out. That one sent into the mesh. 9:50 as we continue to get our feet under us here in the first period. The Joe LeMontagne tournament, the second year High Button's partnered up with the Joe. Last year we were just hanging on as the tournament was called to go just 3 weeks before the event, so a bit of a lesser scale. We had restrictions on the fans and that sort of thing. This year it's a free-for-all. The 2023 Joe LeMontagne, that one worked in behind, bounces off a stick, delayed offside. Cole Harbour trying to dish it out. Played over to the right side. Sent down the length of the ice there. Trying to catch up to it. Cole Harbour in around the left side. Half wall. Now whacked out of midair. Try to play that back. Bouncing off the boards. Flyers maintain possession. Eventually turned over to the captain here. Quickly back the other way. And a nice little stutter step move in through the middle by McPhee. Played out in front now. Trying for the toe drag. Didn't get too far in that attempt. Back to Gallant. Gallant sending it into the left corner. That one's going to wrap in behind. In along the end boards they go. Tried to chip out in front, it's held on to, and Cole Harbour back down the length of the ice as we are about 4 minutes into this one. A Saturday night here, March break for a lot of the young ones of Nova Scotia and surrounding provinces. I know they kind of change it up, but the Nova Scotia March break starting this upcoming week. That's why the Joe is taking place. We have coverage all week long. And then on this channel later in the week, I'll be streaming the U13 Provincials. And that should be a good one as the Bedford-Pictou teams have had fantastic seasons and looking to finish it out there at St. FX, along with the streams for the U15 AAA Female Provincial. So all sorts of coverage here on High Button Sports over the next week and upcoming weeks, pretty much all the way until the end of May. We had our first penalty of the game here. Heading off to the box, and we're going to get a head contact. In the game we just did, it was 5 head contact penalties. And it's a penalty that's really been taken more seriously. Back to the line. Into the right side. Trying to steer that in front. Cut off on the right. That one peeled up the glove of the goaltender. Cut off on the blue line. Backhanded down the right side to the line. Trying to step in a low pass in there. Pardon me. Back into the low zone here. Cole Harbour trying to kill off their first penalty kill of the game. Flyers trying to make good on this opportunity. Haven't seen too many scoring chances here to start this one, so any chance you can get, they're going to take here. Back on the line. Dish down the right side, stepping into it. Held on to. That one a low shot. It bounced off the glove. It's chopped in the air, and it'll be whistled down out of midair there. And we have another penalty, or another whistle here. A minute gone in the power play. Puck played into the end. The first good clear here for Cole Harbour on the PK. That one bounces off the stick up to Ring. Ring pulling it back around the other way. Up the left side he'll go. Into the zone. Pulling that in behind with speed back to the line. Nice setup, fan on the pass. Cole Harbour trying to get it the other way. And a big opportunity fanned on. Now the Wolfpack, or the Wings, my mistake, will be able to work it in the other way. And a bit of a collision behind the play. Ref's arms didn't go up. We'll continue into the zone. Wings then shipping it down the right side. Plucked now by Gallant. Gallant skating the length of the ice. He'll hold on to it. Down the right side, drop pass. 10 seconds left to go on the power play. Sent back in the other way. Keenan. Keenan passes off to Keenan. Wonder if there's any relation there. Up the left side. Ferguson caught. He'll try to dish it back in front. Hold on, hit the post. That one then spun around. Back to the line, Gallant. Gallant shoots it in the length of the ice. They're going to leave it. We're at even strength here. 6:03 left to go in the first. A pretty quick first period for us here. Up the wall, caught by Gallant. Gallant holds it in the zone. Down the left side, shot. That one just misses. Right in front. Trickling out. Now, Flyers still with possession. We're back to 5-on-5. Just good offensive zone possession here now for the Flyers. Spun around the other way. Cole Harbour going to shoot it the length of the ice. And an icing here with 5:35 to go in the first. And we only started this 7 minutes ago. We pretty much have had 0 whistles. Back the other way. And another draw here in the Cole Harbour end. And a good job here in the second period from the Flyers to take and then maintain possession. If you don't score on your power plays, it's not the end of the world. You just kind of want to get the momentum swinging in your way, and that's what they've done here. We've got another game going on, finishing up on the High Button Joe channel just next door. Tomorrow there's going to be a plethora of action. Me and my partner Troy will be at the RBC Center, along with some Steel Subaru playoff games mixed in there, some Armada games. It's a full docket here. That one, another face-off coming. Pushing forward. Cole Harbour down the right side. Cut off along the boards with a nice hit there by Plume. Chambers tries to play it up the wall. That's bounced in behind, up the left side. Trying to knock the man off the puck. It'll eventually come down. Chambers backhands it. Arsenault chipped. Quick shot in. That one tipped in front. A good opportunity. Didn't find the back of the net. Now down the right side. Bouncing puck. Onto the stick there for Arsenault. Arsenault dish in front. Almost got it, but couldn't get it there. Cole Harbour firing it in the other way. That knocked off the stick and now covered up by Keenan. 4:45 to go in the first. 0-0 game. The opportunities have been a luxury here in the first. One back. In behind the net they go. Flyers try to chip it out. Kept in the zone by Cole Harbour. Eventually exits. Cole Harbour defense on it first though. Try to chip that down the right side. Gets it on the stick and now brought in onside. Wings drop back. Held onto by Dirk. That one misses wide off the left. Cut off hit there on the boards and a nice solid one. Spinning back around, Keenan. Keenan into the right side. Chipped back into Ring. Ring lead pass. Up to the other ring. I wonder if there's relation there. Played into the zone. Flyers holding them off and then chipped into the referee on the right side. Back into the zone and a quick snapshot in that catches a shin pad the other way. Cole Harbour backhanded out to Johnston. In along the left side, trying to chip it back. Held on to Patterson in the zone. Up the top glass. Quick shot in, rebound, kicked out. Another chance, right side, and a good save there in net. Drop pass, then chip down into the right corner. Spin around. Back into center. Dished off to Gallant. McPhee then circling. Down the right side. In behind, Wings. Hard pass up the right. Gallant then on the end boards over to Watson. Watson picking it up. Watson shot. That one saved. Burgess in behind now. Keeping it alive. Burgess looking for the lead pass. A nice play with the skate. But Flyers still catch up to it first. And then it's ripped on net. Covered up. 2:38 to go in the first here now. Thank you for tuning into our action here, the Flyers. Up the right side, and I just got word that our game ended next door, so this is officially the last game of the day here on the High Button channels for the day one of the Joe Lamontang. A couple Sidney Crosby shootouts earlier. Puck in behind now, cut off. Chambers in through center. Cut off play there. Flyers deep in the zone, picking up possession. Quick chance in front and between the legs. That one misses off the left side. On the wall In through center. Kidney's gonna send it the length of the ice. Cut off and shot down. Into the left side, lead pass over to Kidney. Kidney dishes. Picked up the right and just playing it into the zone. 90 seconds to go here in the first. That one flicked in through center to Gallant. Played back. Keenan needs to push him away, and then it's chopped down the right side. Into the zone, quick shot. That one high off the left side, and final minute of play here in the first frame. Down, in behind the net they'll go, cut off. Ooh, and a hit there. You can hear the contact down that end. A good shot there. King gets able to put it out, but then work back in the other way. A lot of dump and chase return. Kind of like tossing a baseball. One end of the ice to the next. Back and forth. Or maybe a hot potato, as my colleague Troy just piped up with. In the defensive end now, Keenan. 19 seconds. Keenan just going to look to kill the rest of this off. He fires up the middle. Cole Harbour maintaining, shot back in, blockered by the goalie Keenan. And now puck in behind. Burgess grabbing. And that'll be the end of the first period here. 12 minutes gone, 12 here in the second. We'll be back in a few moments. Jeff Warburton's the name. We'll see you soon. All right, and we're back here for the second, still 0-0 as we got 2 periods left here on High Button Sports for the day. We're all tied up. Into center, left side, McPhee. McPhee steps up, that puck rolls into the glove there and held on to. And a quick save. Curious as to what hotels some of these teams are staying at. We've got some visiting teams here for the Joe, and you know, there's I guess a few hotels around Cole Harbour, but more so downtown Halifax or Dartmouth. That one in behind. Burgess tries to center to the line. Pardon me. Shot high over the left side. Burgess grabbing. In behind to Patterson. Patterson down to McPhee. Bounces off his stick. McPhee in behind. Center to front. Oh, and that one slides in off their own player and off the skate. I wasn't going to predict that for the first goal here, but that's what we got. And in the pad past McInnes, the Flyers will get a lead here, 1-0. After some really good play there in the first period, I'm surprised to see that be the first goal, but of course I guess it's when you least expect it. 1-0 Flyers here, 11:30 to go in the second. Down the left side, that puck gonna wrap in behind, handled in front. Spun around shot, that one steered away. Up the wall, and we'll get a whistle. And just kind of waiting to see. It looks like the net came off, and the Cole Harbour place not known for the loose nets like some of the other rinks here in the HRM. So I think that's the first time I've seen that today. But we're all set to go here again. Cole Harbour down 1. Good first period by both squads. Seeing who will come away with it. Wilson down low. Held on to in behind. Cut off on the right. Back to the line, shot in, steered aside. Trying to chip that down. Captain there keeps it in for Cole Harbour. It's deep down the right side. Trying to pick up on that puck. It's to the blue line. Held on to. Spinning around the end boards. Some maintained pressure here by the Flyers, but a turnover, and now it's going to be a 3-on-1 the other way. Down the right side, a hard pass across, tipped wide, and got nothing out of it. And a tough one there for Cole Harbour, as they looked like they had their first beautiful odd man rush of the game, but now it was almost back the other way. But a penalty behind the play for boarding, and it looked like it was going to be a 3-on-1 turned into a 2-on-1. Not the case, and now Cole Harbour going to the power play, trying to tie this game up at 1. Handled in the zone here. Getting ready to go. Puck drop. In behind. Goalie tries to track. It's held down low. To the line. Wind up shot. That one hits the post. Pardon me. Cole Harbour circling here. On the half wall. In front. Chance for a shot. That one into the breadbasket and covered up. Tried to get it off in a hurry there. 20 seconds gone on the penalty. Just want to say thank you for tuning into our channel here on High Button Sports, covering the Joe all week long. If you haven't heard of High Button, we're a company covering Atlantic Canada, all things pro athletes, local minor live streams, tournaments, as well as a podcast with over 400 episodes, featuring episodes with McKinnon and Jonathan Torrance from Trailer Park Boys. So check that out on the YouTube channel. It should just be right below, as Cole Harbour worked that out in front. Now on the left side, had a look at it, but just fouled in behind. Back in here for McInnes to touch it up. Cole Harbour with a minute left on the power play. Left side. Hand it off. Into the zone through the right now. Stopping up. Back through the middle. Puck's loose there, and we'll get a whistle. And a lucky one there for the Flyers. 50 seconds left to go here in the power play. 9-10 left in the second. Puck held on. Played over to the right side. Back to the line. That one's sent in, and it's going to be speared out of the air once again. Waiting for the face-off now as they get settled in here. Still 41 seconds on the power play. Down the right side, trying to cut it off, pulled in behind. Wings circling out the right. Back into the opposite end. They'll be picked up along the end wall. Flyers picking it up and dishing it in the other way. 19 seconds on the power play, so Wings got to work quick here. Held on to, in behind to Watson. That one chopped out of the air. Down the right side, flicked in off the end glass. And that'll be the end of the power play, so no luck for the Wings. Flyers maintain their 1-goal lead here, halfway through the second. Just in front, rebound, that one cleaned up cleanly there in front by Watson, number 19, and potentially saving a goal as the winger was streaking in. Flyers up the wall, played to the blue line, wind up shot hard into the zone. Trying to spin that out in front. Dished across. Two captains going at it, but it'll be sent back in to the half wall here for Cole Harbour. Tipping off the shaft of the stick. Held on to, worked over to Watson. Watson down the right, he'll pull up still with possession. Shot, a hard flick shot there by Watson. In along the end wall. They'll chase it. Cut off there, wings in front, shot. That one doesn't get through. Gonna be back to the blue line, just kept in with the backhand. Oh, and a wind-up hit there. Didn't connect there for the Flyers. Quick shot in front, Cole Harbour, rebound. Flyers there to get it. Sent down in the zone. Knocked with the chest. And in behind. Cole Harbour now, pucking it out. 6:40 left to go, halfway through the second period. In through center, and that'll be an offside. As we continue to just buzz right through this game. Halfway through the second period. Remember, we'll have a 15-minute third, but regardless, these first two have gone quickly. A good pace of play out there. No flood in between, so we'll just have another 30-second break and then be back into it for the third, if you were curious. In behind McPhee. Back to the blue line. Played back again to McPhee. He'll shoot that in, steered aside, rebound in front, and another save, and a beauty there by McInnes on Patterson. Patterson had him dead to center there. Now he's going to get it again. Trying to find some open room. It'll be knocked off at the last second. Cole Harbour working it down the left side. No icing. Into the wall, shot into the blind corner. Picked up now by Cole Harbour, dished back in behind. Back around the left side. Picked up on the half wall. Tried to steer in front. Played back through center. McPhee keeps it in with the skate. Chip back into the blue line. They're going to hold it and survey. Down the right side. Missing the shin pads of the referee. Tried to dish in front. Bounced off the skate again. Now spun around. Looking for the lead pass. Hitting him in stride. One-on-one. A nice toe drag through. Flyers across. Oh, and it was almost a beauty to Chambers. Two beautiful dekes there. Down the right side. Held on to. He's going to be spun off. Tried to center that one in front. Flyers trying to chip up the wall. They're going to maintain possession out the left side. Flicked back in through center. Dugan off the skate, kept in, spun around. Played back in the zone. Holding on, lead pass to Watson. A big, bad Watson out there through center, and he'll go down. No call. Looks about a head taller than everyone else and a lot thicker than the rest of the teams. As he shows some frustration for that fall on the bench, but noticeably a large player out there. Kidney spins it around down the right side. 4 minutes to go. Ring holding. Spun in behind to Burke. Burke back around to Ring. Ring shoots that. It's smacked with the stick there. McInnes and into the mesh. He'll take the whistle. 7:56 Atlantic Standard Time. Remember that the clocks are getting turned back here tonight, or forward. I'm not really sure which one it is, but one of them. We're going to be switching from Atlantic Standard to Atlantic Daylight. Luckily, we're in the day and age of cell phones, so everything will be automatically done, knock on wood. .351 left to go here in the second period. 1-0 Flyer still off the goal on the skate that got by McInnes. Other than that, both goalies have been phenomenal. Kidney to the line, stopped. into the left side. They're going to try to shoot that around. McInnes stopping it. In through center. Wings down the right. Pushed into the boards. Held on to. From in behind, they're going to shoot that down the length of the ice. That one will be stopped and covered up. And a little free snow shower on the glove there for McInnes. 3:18 to go in the second. Pretty good even game here so far between the Flyers and the Wings. In the old Scotia 2 barn. Held on to, dished in front. Oh, and just off the mark there. Down to Keenan. Keenan backhands it. Over to the wall. Cut off by Burgess. In behind to McPhee. McPhee to the middle. Oh, and on the offhand there. I think if he was on the proper hand when he picked that up, Gallant would have had a real good look at the net. Instead, he'll try to work it across and just touched up with the stick. Good defensive play here by Cole Harbour to try to stop it. But Howe held in front. Burgess shot. That one misses to the left. Really impressed with the goaltending here so far. From the line. Blockered away by McInnes again. McPhee back down to Burgess. Burgess circling back in. That one hits a skate. Dished across to the left side. Length of the ice they'll go. Cut off down low. Cole Harbour on the end wall. Back towards the middle. Chipped up by Chambers. Grabbed again. Into the left side. Now through center. Chambers. Fumbles the puck just a little bit heading into the corner here. Chambers again. Wilson back over. Defense pinching down. Covered. Quick shot down low. Rebound in front. Right idea as Chambers gets tied up in front. Held on by the Flyers again. Left side, they're looking for Clark. Off the mark. Into the corner they go. Big old pile up down low. Puck comes back out. Flyers pick it up in stride. He's all alone though, one-on-one. 1:31 left to go in the period. 90 seconds. Down and behind. Clark up the right side. Puck's in behind. Gonna go look for a wraparound, but it'll just be pushed off there. Into the corner again. A minute left to go in the period now. Flyers pick it up. Sent down the length of the ice. Final minute of play, and that'll be whistled off. We'll head back in the opposite end. Oh, and frustration there in the penalty box as Cole Harbour, believe getting their first penalty of the game with 57 seconds left in the first. And not a happy camper down there as Flyers will try to make it 2-0 here with a minute left. If not, they'll have a minute into the third period. Takes a second here to get settled as power play coming up. Held in behind the net. Pulled up down the left side. Lead pass. Just missing. They'll hustle after it though. Kept on. Burgess tries to hand it off, but it'll instead be sent down the length of the ice. Kidney's going to try to touch it up. In through center, Kidney. 33 seconds to go. Over to Burgess. Burgess holding. Dropped over to the left side, surveying. Wide open on the line there for Kidney. Kidney's going to play it down to the right side. Patterson. Over to McPhee. McPhee tries to keep it in, and that one it will just come out. It was by a hair there. 9 seconds, and the Flyers fans didn't like that offside call, but not too abrasive out there. And that'll be the end of the second period here. So 1-0 the score at the end of 2. We're flying right through this game. We'll be back for the third 15-minute frame shortly. Ready to go here for the third 15-minute final frame here of the day here in High Button Sports. 1-0 the score. It's been a great game here for the U18AAs between the Flyers and the Wings. Gallant dishes up the left side. And that one's sent on. And a save made. Another one there for McInnes. Pardon me. Jumped out of the zone. Left side shot. Free in front. That puck is wide open. Finally gets plucked out of the danger zone. So if this game is going to end in a tie, we're going to see some action at this end. If not, Flyers would like to do a little more of what they saw there in the second period to just work that puck around. Left side shot in. Stand-up goalie style there, making the save. Good tracking there, standing up by McInnes. You don't see too many stand-up goalies anymore. But he's made a couple saves standing up and just has a good eye on that puck coming in. Sent back. Johnston to Arsenault. Arsenault just gets enough of it to get it by the on-rushing Cole Harbour centerman. Spun back around. Maintaining possession. Up the right side. It's going to be trying to slap back in the other way. Stopped. In through center now. Handed off, lead pass, a nice little flick play there to Wilson, but it gets caught up. He'll backhand it across instead. Left side. Oh, and a hot shot across there in front through the blue paint. Couldn't settle it. It could have been a good opportunity. Back in behind. Played up. Knocked off. Ring's going to hold it. Ring looking for the lead. That'll just be sent back and shot down into the opposite end. 13 minutes to go here in the third. Held on to. And it could be a break here. Down the left side. Has a man in front. Dished across. One-timer pass in. And they make good on it. It'll be 2-0 as it took a lot to get that second one done. But in the back of the net. It'll be 2-0 for the Flyers here with 1 period to go. And we'll head back to center. It took a perfect play to beat McInnes again. Took a perfect play and a kicked puck to get by the man. So frustrating for him, but gonna have to keep the head in the game. It's not over yet. We still got 12.5 minutes. Back to the line. Gallant, that rides up the stick. Cole Harbour. Down in the zone. It's cut off by Plume. Plume then fans on it. That turned over. Gallant getting pressured. And now 12-12 left to go. Like I said, lots of time left, but it's time to put some pressure on because you got 2 goals to make up now for the Wings. If you want to try to get out of this game with a tie or a lead. Back in the other way. Trying to spin that one out in front. It's covered up. Get ready to go. In along the end ball. Cole Harbour trying to play it back. It's tied up through center. Back in the other way for Gallant. Gallant holding in behind. Up to Arsenault. Arsenault down the left side now. Holding on, trying to dish that through the skates. It stopped. Back up through center. Arsenault waiting. In behind, Cole Harbour being a little tedious with that puck. We got 11 minutes left to go. Haven't had too much offensive zone pressure here throughout this frame. Held on to. Left side. And a stick knocked out of the arms there. Back in through the backside. Held up to Ring. Into the zone they come. Cole Harbour on the defensive end. The Flyers doing a good job. I think they kind of went into a bit of a defense mode here. They know they can kill out this clock for the next 10 minutes and come away with a big victory against the hometown team. Held on the left side, knocked off the stick there. Down through the zone, trying to lead pass, but it just swung back around. Flyers will get a full skill change. Cole Harbour still got their tired legs out there. Sent back in the other way, trying to beat him to the puck. Pinched in along the end wall, left side, chipped up. Wings work that across. Cleland. Back down to Plume. Plume pulling back. Something went off there. I don't know if they know. The play stopped, but the ref's talking to the timekeeper, and I think there's just a bit of confusion there. And maybe, pardon me, unlucky for the Wings, who are trying to get something going here. Try to get themselves back in this game here late. Watson on it. Dropped into the left side. That went through some legs. Patterson now into the zone. Dishes through center. Shot on. Scores! And an absolute snipe. Top shelf. 3-0. Great rush down the wing. And a beauty. And those are the ones you go back to High Button Sports to watch back later tonight. We're going back to center here. Passed across. Gonna try to get it into the left side. It'll be just stopped up. Cole Harbour now has their work cut out for them in their last 9. Cutting in. Quick shot. That one off the crossbar, and that would have been a great way to start, but it just hits the corner of that crossbar and flicks out. Down the left side. That guy's caught up in a pile of snow in front of the door there. Back to Arsenault through the middle. Arsenault will gain center. He'll maintain. Hard pass in front. Sent over. Play still alive. And shot through the 5-hole, and that'll be 4-0. That one got through. And now Flyers in complete control here down the stretch. Pardon me. And we'll head back into center as they get their props there along the bench. Remember, tomorrow's coverage here on High Button will be all semifinals. So you're going to want to tune in. Elimination games left and right. Teams are going home. No messing around here. They're going home. We don't know who, but we know there will be some eliminations, and then following that on Tuesday will be all finals. So this is the last of our round robin coverage here for the start of the week. In along the end boards. That one played to the middle. Right side, bounces off a shin pad. Back in the zone, it's picked up. Through the defensive end. Shaking him off. Gallant cuts it off. Gallant up the wall. And that one's sent in for a whistle. 7:56 left to go in the third. 8:13 Atlantic Standard Time. And we are down the stretch here on Scotia 2. My beloved Edmonton Oilers currently taking on the hated Toronto Maple Leafs. The down the stretch call from Jack Michaels, one of the best in the business, the Oilers announcer. So borrow that from him here. Back in through center, Plume watches it go by, and now a free puck back there, but cut off nicely and then kind of tied up in the skates. No call on it. They'll go back and forth. Cole Harbour will pick it up. And now it actually was a penalty off that. I thought maybe there could be. It was out of eyesight, but it'll be a holding call. And now Cole Harbour will be to the man advantage. Up 4, 7:33 to go in the third. Down 4 for Cole Harbour. My mistake there. Cleveland will stay out. As they'll look to get one here quick and then try to mount some sort of comeback. Back in behind, Plume and Burke going at it. Left side is picked up. Drop down low, going to the spot in front of the ice. That one in behind, trying to backhand it on and diving out in front, Plume. The D-man basically being a half a goalie for his goalie back there. Two of them in the blue paint who were covering the bottom of that net, and they managed to keep it out. That was a good opportunity for the Wings. Spun back around. The Wings usually a pretty good minor hockey league team known around Nova Scotia. Always a tough play. As well as the Cole Harbour Wolfpack, who are taking on the Dartmouth Steel Subaru in the playoffs here at U18. That'll start tomorrow, and it'll be broadcast on highbuttonsports.ca. You just can't get enough. That one passed in behind. Burke now on the puck in front. He'll be knocked off it. Held on. Head up. Stick handling. Trying to dish it. Back to the line they'll go. Held on to. Down the right side. Puck still alive. Fished out by Ring. That one chopped out of the air. 49 seconds left to go on the Cole Harbour power play. Wings sauce pass to the right side. Nicely done with that sauce. Deep in the zone, try to spin out in front, Ring. He'll send it the length of the ice. 28 seconds left on the power play. Cole Harbour gonna look to work it back the other way. Held on through left side. Coming in, and that one just staying under the arm. It'll be a lucky whistle there, and 14 seconds on the power play for Cole Harbour. Looks like they're not going to get too much out of it here. 5:46 left to go in the third. Oh, and it looks like something going on here. Oh, a player needs to be taken to the room with injury, so we hate to see that, and that'll be on the Flyers side. We hope it's just a precaution. But Plume will head off, and Plume has made some great defensive plays. A name I'll remember for his plays here. He heads off under his own power, but still not ideal as we've got 5:46 left to go in the third. And Gallant will head back to the bench after helping his teammate off, and it'll be time to go here. Puck dropped in. Cole Harbour, end of their power play coming here. Flyers down the left side. They'll hold, try to dish it in front. Maintained in behind. Holding off the right wall. Quick shot in front. That one just whistles wide. Back in behind. To the line. Gallant spun around. Free puck in front. That one's going to play off to the left. Trying to enter the zone. It's kicked to one another. Back in front. Back down. Keenan's going to skate for it. Oh, and trying to cut him off there. Burgess. Spun out. That puck's free. Sent down the length of the ice, and that'll be whistled dead. And with 4:44, we'll head back. And we started this game about exactly 53 minutes ago. And we've flown right through the 2 12s and a 15. We had an early start. One of the rare times a tournament does early starts. Usually they'll keep it just on track in terms of teams traveling. But this one, they keep it going. There's so many games to be played. They're just going to get them in. Chambers up the right side. Back on for Wilson. Wilson shoots that into the corner. It'll be bouncing off the boards. Trying to play it back in through center. Held on. Looking for the jam in, and it'll be covered up. .4:20 left to go in the third. Back to the line, that one chipped in behind. Grabbed now by the wings. Up the left side, jumping a stick. Johnston grabbing it on the blue line in through center. Flyers happy to kill out the last 4 minutes of this one and get their next win in the tournament. Might see some of these teams tomorrow. In fact, I know we will see at least one of them here in the semifinals. That one down the left side. Held on to, spun in behind, gonna come back to the line. Gallant shot in, ricochet right side, and a nice glove save by McGinnis. .335 to go. And we'll get a full-scale change here on both sides. Gets it to Gallant just in time as the on-rushing wings centerman almost knocked it off, but it'll be down the left side. Cut off into the boards. He'll evade the check. Or at least big contact. He'll get hit, but won't go flying as the initial contact looked like it could have been. Down the right side to Ring. He's in behind. Watson putting pressure on, but it's just dropped off. Left side now Ring. Into the offensive end. Left side gonna spin that. That one takes a bounce out in front. It'll be covered up. And we're getting some whistles here at the end. Under 3 to go. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Live on this channel with the Basin Armada game at 11:45. But if you're looking for more Joe action, that will be on this channel at 2:45 or the High Button / Joe channel, which action will start at 2:30, I believe. So, semifinals don't start until the afternoon. That's what we'll be covering tomorrow. Puck in behind, gets to the blue line. Dished across. Quick shot in front, puck still loose. Tried to cover it up, but it stayed out. Up the right wall, it's staying in behind. Gonna chase. Cole Harbour. Pinned in their own zone. In through the middles. Now right side. Flyers step in, shot. That one missing. Final 2 minutes to play here. Wings look through the middle. That bounced off the sidewall. Chipped back in. Back in through center. Wings keeping it in the zone there. 1:44 to go. And back into the defensive end. No icing on the call. 90 seconds to go here. Flyers in front, and that one through the legs. As the stand-up style coming back to kind of hurt them a little bit the last 2 goals. It'll be 6-0 or 5-0. Pardon me. We'll head back to center here. The time is run time, I suppose, now. In behind, right side. Cole Harbour try to clear it. Stopped on the blue line. Burgess chipped up to McPhee. McPhee now picking it up. Final minute of play here. Tied up in the skates. Cole Harbour pulling it back. Left side. Chip off the wall. They'll head in the other way. In through center. Just onside they come. 57 seconds left. Burgess cuts him off. Played back around. That one flubbed in front to the blue line and kind of flicked down. In through center they'll come. 44 seconds to go. Flyers get a change out. Gallant holding. Worked over to Chambers. Chambers now going to hustle up the left side. Cut off on the wall. 24 seconds to go. In behind, looking for some stick lifts. Gets it on the right side. It'll be in through center. Tried to spin out. In through the zone. Gallant holding last 5 seconds. And that'll do it here as Salisbury Flyers will come away with the victory here. 5-0. Beating Cole Harbour on their home ice. And a nice statement win. And that'll do it for us here on High Button Sports. For the day, we'll see you tomorrow. Like I said, back at